Michael J. Fox was 64 years old when he collapsed on the cold kitchen floor of his Manhattan apartment. In a matter of seconds, a man who had spent decades defying the odds found himself crawling across the tiles just to reach his phone. And lying there in pain, he finally faced something he had been pushing away for over 30 years. At 29, right at the peak of everything he had worked for, doctors told him he had early-onset Parkinson's disease. It was progressive, incurable, and rare for someone his age. Most people would have stepped back. Michael kept going, but the cost of that decision was far greater than anyone watching from the outside could have imagined. Born in Edmonton, Canada, in 1961, Michael grew up in a military family that moved constantly. At 5'4", his dream of playing professional hockey faded early, but a middle school drama class opened a different door. By 17, he was acting professionally on Canadian television. By his early 20s, he had moved to Los Angeles, and, after years of rejection, landed the role of Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties, a character so compelling that he won 3 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. It was also on that set that he met his future wife, Tracy Pollan. Then came Back to the Future in 1985, and Michael J. Fox became a global phenomenon. Marty McFly was everywhere. To keep up with both the film and his television commitments simultaneously, he reportedly worked 20 hours a day, 6 days a week. The world saw the charm and the energy. No one saw what was quietly building underneath. When the tremor in his pinky finger didn't stop after a night of filming in 1990, he initially dismissed it. But by 1991, a neurologist confirmed what he had feared. For the next 7 years, Michael kept his diagnosis completely private, learning to mask his symptoms with carefully controlled movements and precise medication timing. He later described calculating exactly when to take his medication so the effects would peak during camera takes or public appearances. According to his own account, he also turned to alcohol during this period as a way to cope, something he has spoken about candidly. A defining moment came when his wife looked at him after a drinking episode while their infant son crawled nearby. That, by his own telling, was the moment everything shifted. He quit drinking, sought help, and in 1998 publicly revealed his diagnosis in an interview and on the cover of a national magazine. The response was extraordinary. The relief he felt was equally so. Shortly after, he founded what would become the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, which has since raised more than $2 billion. The road since then has not been easy. A spinal tumor surgery in 2018 required him to relearn how to walk. The fall in his apartment was another brutal reminder that the disease waits for no one. But even in those moments, he has spoken with a humor and clarity that disarms people. He has described Parkinson's as a strange kind of gift, not because it took nothing from him, but because of what it unexpectedly gave him: empathy, purpose, and a much deeper understanding of what matters. In 2025, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Not bad for someone who was once told his story was essentially over. If this moved you, hit like and subscribe. There are more stories like this one worth hearing.